Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 409, The Shadow in the Cellar. Intermediate. In a small quiet village in England, there was an old house at the end of Willow Street. Nobody liked to talk about it. The windows were broken, the paint was peeling, and the garden was full of dead plants. People said it was haunted. They whispered about strange noises, screams, footsteps, and low growls coming from inside at night. But Anna, a brave young woman of 22, didn't believe in ghosts. She needed a cheap place to live, and the old house was perfect. Anna moved in on a cold, rainy day. The house smelled of damp wood and something sour like rotten fruit. She unpacked her bags in the small bedroom upstairs and tried to ignore the creaking floors. That night as she lay in bed, she heard it, a faint scratching sound. It came from below, deep in the house. Just mice, she told herself, pulling the blanket over her head. But the sound grew louder, sharper, like nails dragging across stone. The next morning, Anna found the cellar door in the kitchen. It was old, wooden, and locked with a rusty chain. She didn't have a key, but the chain looked weak. Curiosity pulled at her. She grabbed a hammer from her toolbox and smashed the chain apart. The door groaned as it opened, revealing a dark staircase. A cold wind rushed up, carrying a smell so bad it made her gag, like meat left out too long. With a torch in hand, Anna stepped down. The air grew thick and the walls were met with something slimy. At the bottom she found a small room. Empty jars lined the shelves, covered in dust. In the corner there was a pile of old rags, or so she thought. She moved closer, and her torch flickered. The rags weren't rags. They were clothes stained with dark, dried blood. Her heart raced. She turned to run, but then she saw it, a shadow on the wall. It was tall, thin and twisted, with long arms that ended in sharp claws. But when she spun around, nothing was there. That night Anna couldn't sleep. The scratching came again, louder, closer. It wasn't mice. It was something big, something alive. She locked her bedroom door and sat on the bed, clutching a kitchen knife. The sound stopped, but then she heard breathing, slow, wet breaths, right outside her door. She stared at the gap under the door and saw it, a shadow moving, stretching across the floor. Her scream stuck in her throat. The next day, Anna called her friend Tom. "I'm not crazy," she said, her voice shaking. "There's something in this house." Tom, a tall man with a loud laugh, didn't believe her, but he agreed to stay over. That evening they sat in the living room drinking tea, trying to pretend everything was normal. Then the lights flickered. A low growl rumbled through the house, shaking the walls. Tom stopped laughing. "What was that?" he whispered. Before Anna could answer, the cellar door slammed open. A wave of cold air hit them, and the growling grew louder. Tom grabbed a poker from the fireplace and shouted, "Who's there?" No answer, just the sound of something heavy dragging across the floor. They ran to the kitchen and peered down the cellar stairs. The torchlight caught a glimpse of it. A creature, hunched and bony, with skin like wet leather. Its eyes glowed yellow and its mouth stretched wide, showing rows of jagged teeth. Tom swung the poker, but the thing moved fast. It grabbed his arm and pulled him down into the dark. Anna screamed as his shouts faded into gurgles. Blood splashed up the stairs, bright red against the wood. She slammed the cellar door shut and ran, locking it with a chair. But the scratching started again, and the door shook. The creature wanted out. Anna didn't wait. She grabbed her coat and fled into the night, leaving everything behind. The village was silent, the streets empty. She kept running until she reached the train station, her breath fogging in the cold air. She never went back. Months later, she heard the house had burned down. People said it was an accident, but Anna knew better. She still hears the scratching in her dreams, and sometimes, in the dark, she sees that shadow, waiting. Vocabulary notes. Peeling, adjective, verb. Definition: when something like paint or skin comes off in small pieces or strips, often because it is old or damaged. Example: the windows were broken, the paint was peeling, and the garden was full of dead plants. Explanation: in the story, peeling describes the condition of the house's paint, showing it is old and falling apart, which adds to the creepy atmosphere. Similar words: flaking, e.g., the old wall was flaking in the wind. Chipping, e.g., the chipping paint made the room look abandoned. Shedding, e.g., the snake was shedding its skin. Damp, adjective. Definition: slightly wet, often in an unpleasant or cold way. Example: the house smelled of damp wood and something sour, like rotting fruit. Explanation: damp here describes the wet, uncomfortable feeling inside the house, making it sound unwelcoming and eerie. Similar words: moist, e.g., the moist air clung to her skin. Soggy, e.g., the soggy ground squished under her feet. Wet, e.g., her clothes were wet from the rain. Curiosity, noun. Definition: a strong desire to know or learn something. Example: curiosity pulled at her. Explanation: Anna's curiosity makes her open the cellar door. Even though it's risky, it shows her bravery but also leads to danger. Similar words: interest, e.g., his interest in the noise grew stronger. Inquisitiveness, e.g., her inquisitiveness got her into trouble. Wonder, e.g., she felt wonder about the strange noise. Flicker, verb. Definition: to shine or burn unsteadily, turning on and off quickly, can also mean a small brief movement. Example: her torch flickered. Explanation: the torchlight flickering adds tension, suggesting something unnatural is happening in the cellar. Similar words: flash, e.g., the light flashed in the dark. Blink, e.g., the lamp blinked on and off. Glimmer, e.g., a glimmer of light came from the corner. Clutch, verb. Definition: to hold something tightly, often because of fear or to protect it. Example: she locked her bedroom door and sat on the bed, clutching a kitchen knife. Explanation: Anna clutches the knife because she's scared, showing how desperate she feels to defend herself. Similar words: grip, e.g., he gripped the handle tightly. Grasp, e.g., she grasped the rope to climb up. Hold, e.g., he held the book close to his chest. Gurgle, noun, verb. Definition: a bubbling or choking sound, often made by liquid or someone struggling to breathe. Example: Anna screamed as his shouts faded into gurgles. Explanation: the gurgles suggest Tom is dying horribly, making the scene gruesome and frightening. Similar words: choke, e.g., he began to choke on the water. Bubble, e.g., the pot bubbled on the stove. Gasp, e.g., she gasped for air after running. Twisted, adjective. Definition: bent or turned into an unnatural or strange shape, can also describe something dark or wrong. Example: it was tall, thin and twisted, with long arms that ended in sharp claws. Explanation: twisted describes the creature's unnatural body, making it sound terrifying and monstrous. Similar words: bent, e.g., the bent tree looked eerie in the fog. Contorted, e.g., His contorted face showed pain. Warped, e.g., the warped wood creaked underfoot. Fled, verb past tense of flee. Definition: to run away quickly, usually from danger or fear. Example: she grabbed her coat and fled into the night. Explanation: Anna fled to escape the creature, showing her panic and need to survive. Similar words: escaped, e.g., he escaped from the burning house. Ran, e.g., they ran from the loud noise. Bolted, e.g., she bolted out the door in fear. Story written by Grok 3 AI. Image created by Flux Schnell, Black Forest Labs AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.
Hello, this is Steve. If you enjoyed the story, please would you take the time to leave a meaningful comment and click on the like icon. If you want to know when the next story has been uploaded, please click on the notify bell icon to be notified. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tell your English learning friends so they can benefit too. Thank you.